Okay, guys, thank you for coming back on anyway. We'll run through some of these answers. Actually, get those 3 questions done. Hopefully, they're all board. But the rest should be fine. So for question number 1 was plain sailing, 26 multiplied by 18. So question 1 answer was 468 centimeters. 468 centimeters multiplying by decimals. But as you can see, if length times width equals trying to multiply it around so that I was still multiplying by a 2-digit number. A bit easier for myself, okay? So 3 times 9 is 27. 3 times 6 is 18, 2 makes 20. 1 times 9 is 9, 1 times 6 is 6. Okay. Multiplying by a tens number, 0 goes down. Then 9 and 6. Add them up. 7, decimal, 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 9, 2 and 6, 8. Answer 89.7 centimeters squared. Okay, so 89.7 centimeters squared. All right, now it comes to question 3. It's the next one that I want to show you very quickly. All right, so question 3 is totally new because both of these numbers are decimals. So I just want to recap how we multiply by decimals, and then afterwards I'm going to show you a little trick that you can use if you want, but I'd rather we just be able to multiply by decimals. So when it comes to multiplying by decimals, we must remember place value. Okay, so okay, so I have my place values. Here's my units, my tenths, hundredths. If I multiply by less than 1, the rule is that the answer goes back a place. It goes back 1 place value. So 8 times 7 is 56. So usually we would put the 6 down below, but this time, because we're multiplying by a tenth, the 6 goes back and the 5 carries over. 8 times 5 is 40, plus 45, plus 5 makes 45. So 5 goes in, there's my decimal, 4. 4.56, okay? And you should see that 4.56 is less than 5.17, because remember, you're not even multiplying it by 1 less than 1, so you should end up with less than you started with. Next up, we're multiplying by 4. This is a units number, not a tens number, just a units number. So the rule is for a units number, you just multiply as is. 4 times 7 is 28, so 8 goes down, 2 comes across. Decimal goes in. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 2 makes 22. Then we add them up. 6 and nothing, 6. 5 plus 8, 13. Decimal, decimal, decimal. 4 plus 2 plus 1, 7, 2, 2. So the answer here, 27.36 meters squared. All right, so that's that one. Now, I did say I'd show you a bit of a trick that you can use if you want. If you're multiplying 2 numbers and they're both decimals, okay, and you're not 100% sure on if I multiply by a tenth, I need to throw it back. Sometimes that can be tricky. So to make this math trick a bit easier, if you're multiplying by 2 decimals, what we can do is we can change one of them numbers to be 10 times bigger, so we can get rid of that tenth if we multiply it by 10. So rather than multiply by 4.8, we're going to multiply by 48, all right? So you must remember, though, that we've made that number 10 times bigger, 10 times smaller. So 8 times 7 is 56. 6 goes down, 5 comes across. There's our decimal, so decimal goes in. 8 times 5 is 40, plus 5 is 45. So 45.6. I then multiply by 40, so 0 goes down, then my decimal. And here my answer is 3.6, but remember, we made number 10 or decimal. So that's just a little math trick. If you're multiplying by decimals, 10 times smaller. There's another trick which you could do if you don't even like multiplying by decimals. If you don't like 48, and 5.7, 57. I made both numbers 10 times bigger. 10 times 10 is 100, which means my answer would then need to be made 100 times smaller. 7.37 centimeters squared. Question number 6. 14 meters multiplied by 9.56 meters. We should have had 133.84 meters. All right. Then moving on, break it down. The classrooms measure 9.7 by 10. That means every class was 126.1 meters squared. Our total 126.1 multiplied by 4, our answer should be 504.4 meters squared. So that's the total area that the principal needs for the school. So that's your answer for question A. Part B says, what was the total cost if the lino was 19 euros per square meter? So we take 504.4, multiply it by 19. And our answer, I worked it all out to be €9,583.60. You also have the option there that if you wanted to, you could round it 504.4 up to 505 and multiply 505 by 19, that extra method. So totally fine if you wanted to round it up to 505 and multiply by 19. Okay. Question then number 6. It says before the lino that you want measured 13.2, there were 4 of them. So 13.2 multiplied by 4 was 50. What that would give me, it gave me 56, 50.4. So straight away with those two numbers, I was able to tell that to paint 52.8 meters squared worth of notice boards, I needed the full 10 tins for today. So really well done. I'm going to head on to the rewatch very soon. All right, well done guys for this morning. Keep it up.